Alright guys, we're going to start with a base of 10 inches by 10 inches on a piece of cardboard. And we should probably make it a thicker base. I cut out a piece of cardboard 10 by 10, and what I'm going to do is glue it to another piece and then trim that to it. But I'm going to crisscross the grain, so the grain is running in this direction of the cardboard and on this direction. It's going to go in the opposite direction. It'll help make a pretty solid base. Start off with a 10 inch by 10 inch, all right? Pause the video, come back to it in a second. Okay, so I have 3 pieces of 10 by 10 cardboard. Here's my base. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to draw a set of curved lines that you can see here on a piece of cardboard. And you can do whatever kind of curves you want. You don't have to copy this one. You can be creative. What we're about to do is create a elevation plan, so to speak, like a site plan with a whole bunch of elevations to the contours of a ground as it comes up. And we're going to use different levels of cardboard. So what I did was I cut this piece. So this is how it could be easy to create lots of levels. You draw your lines, you cut it on your piece. You take your piece, you place it over the next piece of cardboard and you trace it. So that's what I did. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to cut on this line. I'm going to cut less than that. Not by much though. Probably, even trace it if I want. And I can go close on some things and then far on another, and then maybe just kind of come back. So this is going to serve as where my other piece is, and then I sketch where my new cut for this piece is going to be, so that it doesn't match perfectly, but it has like little different rises and falls in each of these locations. All right, so okay, so here's the base, the first one you saw cut, traced onto this one. This is the pencil line. What I did was I just made sure that I cleaned up those edges as much as possible. You see lots of little shavings. You just sand that out with this pair of scissors and overlap it. And what you'll start to see is a pretty nice design, hopefully, of the contours of ground as it slowly goes up higher. Now I'm going to do this a series of maybe 7, 8 more times. I want an entire hill coming all the way up. We'll eventually glue it together, but as it goes up, it'll change lots, and you'll see a lot of different things going on with it too. So maybe you'll kind of switch your design up too, and we'll see how it turns out. The boxes will come later. Okay, so I have in total 8 layers on top of my 10 by 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and you can see that some of the sizes were drastically different than the previous. I left this whole valley open over there, pretty steep incline right there. I still repeated this kind of bump out throughout, but then it went really shallow. Looks like I have just a little edge to clean up over here, and I'll do that. Now we're going to glue all of these together. Okay, whatever way you find necessary to glue them is fine by me. Elmer's glue or hot glue is fine. If you're using Elmer's glue, put something heavy on top so it presses it down nice and firm, like a textbook. That would be fine. Okay? Get 8 high. You can see how mine came out. Hopefully yours is very similar. Don't worry about mess, but the clean edges are important. I found it pretty helpful to put glue as close to the edges as possible. This will You don't need to fill the whole piece on the inside in, but just the essential borders should be fine. Okay, so here's my final project. You can see that it's all glued together, all matching colors, and I have 8 levels on it. Cleaned up some edges with some scissors, and pressed everything together as it was glued. All right, so hopefully you can get to this by the end of this week. Thank you.